Looking to make your holiday gifts more extraordinary? There's one place you need to go, PaperSource. PaperSource's gift wrap collection includes hand-illustrated designs, stone paper, sustainable handmade fine papers, and even pine-scented wrap. Don't want to do any wrapping? PaperSource has easy solutions with their pre-wrap gift boxes and bags. Or you can leave it to the professionals with their in-store wrapping service. Give yourself time back and wrap up your holidays with something extraordinary. Visit papersource.com or stop by a PaperSource near you today.
O ancestors, blacker than 1,000 midnights, African ancestors, it is to you that we, your children, give respect and honor. O ancestors, we call upon you and welcome you in this place. African ancestors, let your presence fill this place. O ancestors who have been purposely excluded from the history book so that the world may not know of your greatness. Our African ancestors who gave civilization to the world. Our African ancestors who gave the arts to the world. Our African ancestors who gave the sciences to the world. Our African ancestors who gave music to the world. Our African ancestors who gave philosophy to the world. Our African ancestors who gave God consciousness to the world. Oh, ancestors, we thank you for devoting your life to make a future for us, your children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Now stand with us, strengthen us, guide us, teach us, and protect us from the snare of our enemies. Rise up, O African ancestors, and live in us. And we will not fail to honor you. We will not fail to respect you. We will not fail to hear you. And we will not betray you. Ashe.
Sure. Right now, man, don't too feel good on play side. Rockers music now play. That's right. And now change the mode. Soul music. No, man, you can't say that, man. You see people out there dance. Right now, come change the mode. No, man, you can't do that, man. I said, take over this. Come out of this. Right now, we are tuning to your boss, DJ Dirty Harry. This is a takeover. Come on, ways to make you jump or twist, as I will say. I'm out there, right? You know what, I shall not remove, as I will say. You know, you got to be sleek and don't come inside here with a little fun and tricks, as I will say. Man call us, man, ranking jump off the JA, as I will say. Yeah. Roots rock, bring us, man. Right on.
Look here, this is a Mental Salvation Radio, Season 5, Episode 43. No, Episode 44. So, this is the Trevor takeover. Enoch will not be here, but we're going to run this thing and run it well, you know. But first of all, I want to thank everybody who has been downloading, uploading the show, yeah? Whether it's whatever type of devices you use, okay? Now, with all that being said, we're just going to play nothing but the roots reggae tonight. And on top of that, or today, wherever you may be, we don't know, you know? So, sit back, light the big old spliff, because we're going to go with the reggae roots tonight, you know. Now, our topic, because we're going to jump into this, man. We're not going to waste too much time, too much precious time. We're going to jump right into this because on the last podcast, Enoch had a woman on there and she gave her list, a woman's list. You know, Foxy Roxy gave us her list. But Enoch said, look here, it's a woman's list. And they was about to go back and forth. And they say, don't go back and forth with she. So we're going to come back and do a man's list. What should be on a man's list? You know, 5 essential things are on a man's list. We're going to run the rhythm. Sit back. Relax. Yeah?
Yeah. Try fish show, I say. His majesty is the only way for black people. Nation shall rise over nations. Culture, culture. Mix up moods and attitudes won't work. Mix up moods and attitudes won't work, yeah. The work is wonderful. Plenty of we there to feed. Show the children how wonderful it used to be. Nice of the dance, the children got to love. Don't you teach them your ism and schism, rhythm, cause I say na mix up moods and attitude.
Look here, this is season 5, episode 44. This is the Trevor takeover. And today, we're going to be talking about a man's list. What is upon a man's list, yeah? Because the woman always have their list going. You know, I think I got about 20 essential things on my list. But we're going to dig in deep to the 5 that is upon my list, yeah? And then during the process, we're going to play nothing but the roots reggae. All right? And if you are smoking spliff, or you're putting in your mint tea and your herb, understand what type of herb are you putting in your mint tea? Are you growing a herb yourself? Or you're going to the dispensary and getting the marijuana? Or therefore you're going to your next door neighbor and getting the marijuana? Wherever you're getting your marijuana, today's strand, because we always talk about this strand. You know, Peter Tosh always say, you know, legalize it. Legalize the strand across the board, you know. Talking to someone earlier, say, well, look here, why we can't just go upon the store and buy the weed? Why we just can't do this and do that to buy the weed? Because, you know, they tax the weed, you know. They tax it. So in D.C., recreational. Maryland, no, D.C. is medical, no recreational. Maryland, I believe them do medical, yes, and I believe them do recreational. But see, understand that it's still federal law. It's still a federal offense, you know. So be careful when you walk around with your zip bag, meaning if you got a 2-0. Please be careful when you walk upon Babylon, because Babylon do not care at all. So today's strand would be sour diesel, because me love sour diesel. It has that fine texture. So the first thing you should do, find your chalice, put the herb upon the thing there, light fire, and have a good time, you know. Have a great time.
Here I come again, Jaja. Before your presence we singing. Yeah. Lord, watch over our shoulders tonight and help us live our words tomorrow. Let's not forget where we're from. Father, show us the way to go. You said I must love and feed my enemies, and I'm gonna do it. You said I shouldn't hate or grudge, and I won't, not even for a minute. Let only truth come from my lips. Bless our souls, cause without you we can't make it. Lord, watch over our shoulders tonight and help us live our words tomorrow. Let's not forget where we're from, Father, show us the way to go. You're the wind beneath my wings. See me through all little things. You lifted me when I was down. Now you have me standing on higher ground. Lord, watch over our shoulders tonight and help us live our words tomorrow. Let's not forget where we're from. Father, show us the way to go.
Mental Salvation Radio. This is Trevor upon the mic, scene. No Enoch there. This is Trevor upon the mic. So I want to give out 5 essential things that is upon a man's list. For your woman out there, who is she out there, whoever you are out there, we're talking to woman. See? Okay, now. And we're going to give explanations for each and every one of these things here. All right? So, once again, Mental Salvation Radio, Season 5, Episode 44. All right? Now, as me sit back and inhale the marijuana, as me sit back and take you into phases of time, the woman Foxy Roxy, who was upon the show last week, talking about a woman's list. What is upon her list? She gave us 5 essential things that must be upon her list. And if you come up short upon the list, you fail the list, see? You fail it. So therefore, me and Enoch got together and wrote down a list. 5 essential things a man want. And Roxy had her 5 things. I think I can remember 2 of them that is upon the list off the top of my head. So she said you got to have goals. See? You got to be trustworthy. Huh? And she said you must have knowledge of yourself. See? Like spiritual knowledge. You know, you can be a Jesus freak upon the earth, you know, it's okay. Now, we don't want to bash anybody here on the show. When I say Jesus freak, she said that herself, you know. So therefore, if you are that and you don't know anything else outside of that, you have come short of her list. Now, for the man's list, there are 5 essential things that we, man, have upon our list. Or I would say this as Trevor's list. It's still a man's list. I am a man, saying, me not speak for all man, but me speak for Trevor. Yeah. So when me speak for Trevor, this is I. So if you don't like my list, you make upon your own list, see? So look here. As you hear my paper rustle. So, top 5 upon my list. Like I said before, at the top of the hour, you know, we played some of Jacob Miller, you know, and we played upon some Ghana Silk, you know. So, therefore, here's the list. We don't want to waste any time on this upon this thing here. So, number 5, being attentive. Look here, some woman not attentive enough, you know. They are not attentive enough. They don't understand the intensity that one may need, you know? So, at the top of the list, man, we have no order, because I must say this as Trevor. Look, no order. They come and they go. They may replace another one. So 3, maybe 5 one week. 5 maybe number 1 the other week. But we still move them around. So number 5 is being attentive. Paying attention to your surroundings when you're out and about upon the earth yourself. You're not looking crazy. Being attentive when it comes to your man, being attentive. It's not always sexual attention. It's always other things that you could be attentive with. See? Like maybe, you know, say for instance, he run out of soap that him like to use. You know, and you see it. And you just being attentive. Hey, I see I run out of soap. You know, maybe I can go grab you some soap later when I'm out. Something like that, to be more attentive to what is going on. Maybe attentive to the need. Because, you know, sometimes woman, you always needful. Sometimes, not all woman. So I don't want to put every woman in a category, you know. Because you know how a woman is like when you go after Beyonce. You go after Beyonce, you got the beehive all. No, man, we not talk about that scene. Some women are attentive with a man's feelings. It's always about her feelings, never about his feelings and what he's feeling. You know, so, remember that, you know, attentive. Number 4 upon my travel list is patience. You got to have patience with some of these guys here. Maybe the guy doesn't have He has his goals together, but he needs a direction to put his goal. You have to be patient.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Sometimes with the guy, now if the guy don't have no goal, you gotta be patient with his ass. You know, and be patient. But be patient with those who are patient with you. So that's upon me, Trevor. Let's be patient. Have patience. Because patience is a 2-word. You have patient and patience. So therefore you have a doctor seeing a patient. And then you have a patience when you're just being still, you know. Mind still. You're just being patient and waiting. As Enoch had put in a rhyme not too long ago, he was talking about, you know, patience is a virtue, so keep waiting. If patience is a virtue, now listen to what me say, virtue. If it's virtuous and it's worth waiting for, then you wait, seeing patience. That's what we want, patience. Especially when we're watching a football game, Jamaica's playing, and you just stop in front of the TV like, hey baby, do you like this? Look, patience, man. I'll get that to you when the damn go to a commercial, saying, you know. So, number 3. Before we get into number 3, we'll be right back. Mental Salvation Radio.
I wanna get high, so high. 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 One draw, one draw. I want draw, one draw. Hey brother man, hey what you say? Give me some of your sense. Hey Rasta man, hey what you say? Give me some of your sense. So long I have been searching for a taste, looking all over the place. Not a thing could I find to satisfy my mind. So I came to search for the eye, see what the eye can do, and just like I said, you send it straight to my head.
Yeah, man, we're back. We're back once again. Hope you are rolling a fat spliff, you know. You have to do that sometime to maintain here in Babylon. And if you don't do that to maintain here in Babylon, what you gonna do? See? You're gonna go run rampantly crazy. But look here. We're talking about the 5 list, yeah? And I had to play some background music for these last 3 ones. Because the last 3 ones, sometimes we as man don't have that upon my list. See? So therefore, when we talk about Trevor's list, the Trevor Takeover Show, Season 5, Episode 44 here on Mental Salvation Radio, right? Big up to RURadio.net/shows where you find all the greatest things, you know. But last week, Enoch had upon a woman here named Foxy Roxy who gave us her list, you know. What's on the Roxy list? She didn't want to say a woman's list, even though she a woman, you know. But you never want to argue with woman too much, you know. You say, okay. You're right. You keep it moving, you know. Because sometimes when woman go, they keep going and going. So therefore, you got to pick your battles, you know. So look here. The last 3 here on my list would be appreciative. You have to be appreciative to those who appreciate you, you know. They show their appreciation every day, every hour. So therefore, you know, they may call upon you, say how you're doing. Text you, say how you're doing. So upon my Trevor list is appreciation. If that person is appreciative, the appreciation is granted, And then, speaking upon that, when we talk about appreciation, Enoch talk about, him receive flowers. He might go deep depth into what he was talking about flowers. But I heard he talk about a woman give him flowers. He told me her name and all. He gave me a name, But me not gonna share that right now on this show. But he felt appreciated for getting those flowers. And they say that men don't get enough flowers. Right. So, number 2 upon my list. Number 2 upon my list is cooking. Look here, you got to know how to cook, man. You just can't make oodles and noodles and bologna cheese sandwiches and peanut butter sandwiches, them things that back you up, So therefore, if you're with your partner, you should actually know what your partner likes to eat, you know what I mean? You have to know that. Look at woman. Some women are losing, She eat chicken, fish, and her man, eat, rice and peas or something veggie or vegan stuff, and then she don't know how to cook that. Therefore, you're gonna lose your mind to the next vegan person at the damn Whole Foods, Or you lose your mind because you are not cooking anything vegan. You're always making fish and chicken and things of that nature. But you don't take time to do that, And you may lose him towards the new vegan place down the street. Him there every night because he hungry. But most men don't know how to cook either, So therefore, man, you put yourself in a predicament that you cannot get out of, So therefore, you are losing yourself. So cooking, I put upon list just in case I get sick or something. I don't want to make food. She got to make food for I, right? Minto Salvation Radio, season 5, you know what I mean? Episode 44. So look here. I'm winding this here down. I don't got too many stories for you, But I will share a couple of stories of Trevor's life, So we have moved down to number 1. Number 5. Yeah, you're talking about, Trevor, where's your story? Look here, patience. If you don't have patience with Trevor, man, you're losing. But if you come short upon one of these here things, maybe I can work with you. But, like I said before, at the top of the hour, we got 20 essential things. Now, if you have 15 or 17 of them things, you're winning. So the 3 don't even matter. So, there's no one perfect on this planet. We always want people to be perfect and all them shit things. But, you have to take the person as he is or she is, No one's perfect. We're striving to be perfect. When we say we're Rastafarians, we're striving to be, we're practicing to be better Rastafarians. If you're a human, you're practicing to be a better human, All right, look here. So top 5 thus far, and we're going to go with number 1 after we say number 2. We're saying attentive. Have to be attentive. Number 4, patience. Now, if you don't have patience upon this list here, you're out of here, You're out of here like bad marijuana. You go. You got to go. You're like a dubby. You have patience, you got to go dubby. We siege up the whole place, And light the siege, roll it up, smoke it, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, look. Being attentive, patience, appreciative, cook. Now, if you can't cook, only thing you can make is breakfast food. Girl, you need to go do something. We don't have that, Like, the only thing you can make is eggs and waffles that you get upon, like, Whole Foods. and use the frying pan to make the waffles, but you can't make waffles from scratch. Nah, man. Look, cocaine is number 1 on that list. Last but not least, we'll be right back. Mental Salvation Radio, the Trevor Takeover. It's the Trevor Takeover. We'll be right back.
Try fish show, I say. Your way is the right way. No, no. Seek this majesty way. That's right. The way of His Majesty is the only way for black people. Nation shall rise over nations. Culture, culture. Mix up moods and attitudes. Won't work. Mix up moods and attitudes. Won't work.
Here I come again, Jaja. Before your presence we singing. Yeah. Lord, watch over our shoulders tonight and help us.
I wanna get high, so high. Hello there. Fancy meeting you here. How's life been treating you? How's things? Come on, let us take a walk down to memory lane. Come, let's have a little talk since we have met again.
Season 5, episode 44. And we're talking about, look here, we're talking about a man's list. And me say what was on my list. Me say what needed to appear upon my list. And we also gave you 4 vital important things that are upon Trevor's list. This is the Trevor Takeover. This is the Trevor Takeover. And I'm giving you my list in. So look here. The last thing upon my list is knowledge of self. If you don't have knowledge of self, man, you're losing. I keep telling you, women, you must know yourself, sin. You must have knowledge of yourself, you know. Meaning, know who you are, you know. Know as the gods in earth will say, know yourself. Know the ledge so you don't fall into the devil's technology, you know. Know the ledge. That's what knowledge is, you know. Knowing the ledge so you do not fall for the devil's technology. You feel me saying? So therefore, knowledge of yourself. Who are you? Saying, what are you into? Do you really know yourself better than someone else knows you? So, these are the 5 essential things that is upon my list. Me and Enoch sat down and talked about the list, and I said, look here, I'm going to take over this show because we want to let people know what is upon my list. They said, who is Trevor? You just now find out, see? Oh, man, you know, a bonus. A bonus can be upon this list is listening. Some women don't listen. They don't hear you. They say, yeah, we hear you. No, man, you don't listen. Hearing and listening, 2 different things, you know. You got to listen. Yeah, listen. Mental Salvation Radio. Look here. We'll pop out of here right now. But that bonus is for you women. Woman. Okay? Listen. Listening is better than talking all the time. Yap, 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 yap. You know, because I know my friend, he is upon his one thing upon his list, and is I don't want her to be so annoying and aggravating to me. I said, damn, why you with her, you know? But that's another subject in another book. But listen, woman, listen. Okay? It's easy. Stop talking so much, you know. Mental Salvation Radio, Season 5, Episode 44. This has been great. My name is Trevor. You may not ever hear me again, you know. But look here, this here podcast show will be everywhere for your listening pleasure. All right, look here. May the Jah Rastafari always protect I and I from any hurt, harm, and danger here in the Babylon world. We greet you in so many peaceful words. Greetings in the name of His Most High Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I Jah Rastafari. Until next time, you know. Yes, I.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.